So, what's going on, movie and TV fans? Today I'm going to be talking about Book of Boba Fett, Episode 1, A Stranger in Strange Lands. I'm Braden, this is Max Reviews, and just to dive into my general thoughts on the episode, non-spoiler right here before we get into spoilers, but I thought this was a nice beginning to an episode, and you can tell it's not going to be super fast-paced or anything, and just I was really happy to get back into this world of Star Wars because this year we got Visions and Bad Batch, which not the greatest, and then just at the end of this year to get Book of Boba Fett, that's great. I was looking forward to this show, and for perspective for Boba Fett, he's really a classic character for me in Star Wars, and we got to see him come back in The Mandalorian, which was just great, and we got to see him just destroy guys, which was awesome. And then he gets his show here, and this is sort of more of a political underworld, under criminalization sort of thing. The episode as a whole, I thought it was good. It was really good. I could really enjoy this show, I could see. But also, if I step back and think about it, this doesn't give us a whole bunch of plot or, like, things that are going on. But also, I really enjoyed it, for my general thoughts there. It was nice to get back into this. I can't wait to just be watching this with my dad and my little brothers, my entire family, just watching this and having a nice time watching it, seeing the cool action and just seeing the aliens and the little callbacks and stuff. It's really nice. Okay, let's get into our spoiler review here, and just we start off with Boba Fett in like a Bacta tank from like Empire Strikes Back, and so he's having sort of like visions backwards when he's a kid. Like, we needed this to sort of update us on what's going on. So we see him in the Sarlacc pit, which that's just awesome to me, to actually see him in there. And then he cuts himself out of the Sarlacc pit, which gets rid of all his hair and everything. That's at least what I assume. And then just how they do this, the great opening and stuff, and then he gets out of there, and you see his armor get taken away by Jaws, which makes sense. That's what we saw in The Mandalorian. They leave him for dead, and the Tusken Raiders get him, and that's sort of where our episode begins. And I just thought it was a nice, great introduction to see, like, the past, because Boba Fett, we haven't really gotten a ton of stuff on him. We dived into them the most in The Mandalorian, and there's a bunch of questions like, how did he get out? How is he back? What he's been doing on Tatooine for all these years, kind of a thing. But I guess we could get more of a backstory. I did think that he lived with the Tusken Raiders for a while, because you did see bantha sticks and stuff on his back, and like when you first saw him in The Mandalorian season 2, so that was nice. And so just really nice episode here, and then we get going on, and they're just paying their respects to him, as he's the new crime lord around here, and they're giving him stuff, these alien guys, and just, I really love the shows, The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, how they portray, like, aliens, and just, like, if you look the backgrounds and all that, it's just really great to be back into this world. So there's this one guy, a Twekel, the guy with the, if you don't know what a Twekel is, the guys with the like, I'll show a picture here, but these guys, yeah, that's what a Twekel is. But anyway, he comes and he says that the mayor will not, pay him, like, his respects and his dues. He's not gonna give him, like, his money or whatever, and that he wants money. So she's asking, Fennec Shan, she's asking to kill him, and Boba Fett's like, no, we're not going to do that right now. So Boba Fett, you just see, he will kill people. Brutally murder them if he has to. But he's not, like, he has respect about it. He's not going to just go out like Jabba and kill everybody just because they make him angry. No, he's going to pay his respects, he's going to do it right, which is just a really great character, because when we first got The Mandalorian, we're like, The Mandalorian is basically like Boba Fett. And now we actually get Boba Fett show, so that's nice. And so, he decides to let these two Gamorrean guards just sort of work for him, Which, if you think about the plot of this episode, it just sort of goes catch up and then a little bit of what's going on right now, which I'm fine with. So, the Gamorrean guards, just, they're like the green guys with the tusks, but they are loyal to him. And so, he goes out, and instead of being on, like, a big parade thing or something like that like they did with Jabba, and also with, Bib Fortuna, which that makes sense for Jabba and Big Fortuna to be, paraded around the city. That just seems like their personality. But Boba Fett, he walks on his own 2 feet, he says. So he goes to this place. They, another Twekal lady, he's like, I own this place now, but I'll keep your business going and stuff. And they give him money in his helmets. And so that's nice. And then he gets out of there, and he's attacked by a bunch of these guys. We saw this thing in the trailer. And, like, the money spills out of his helmet sort of thing, that sort of thing. And so he fights them, and then he's fighting them. They have a pretty good fight scene here. I just love the fight scenes in this. The guys jumping, and so they kill all of them, and then Fennec Shand chases down 2, and then kills one of them, and keeps the other one alive. And then the Gamorreans fight with them, and then the Gamorreans put Boba Fett back into the Bacta tank. And so we go back to flashback with the Tusken Raiders, and Tusken Raiders, I think, are being explored a bit more with Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1, and also this show. So the Sand People, they take him hostage. He tries to run away, and then he gets beat up by one of them. And then he gets taken with a Rodian, like Greedo species, to go and dig up water, these little, like, capsules full of water. No, not capsules, like, sort of shells full of water. And so he's digging up those. He gets a drink, and there's this young kid there. You don't really see their faces, so you can't really tell, but height-wise, he seems to be, like, I don't know, in his teens, maybe? This kid Tusken Raider guy. And so, Boba Fett just gets a drink, and then there's this, like, the Tusken Raiders thing of a dog with them, too. So, they're digging around, and the Rodian guy, Boba Fett's trying to talk to him, like, hey, we could have escaped. What were you doing back there? And so the Rodian guy's digging up something, and he finds, like, this reptilian thing. And you're like, is that a snout? And that's what I was thinking, but it was an arm. And it's this 6-armed monster thing that looks sort of like a cross between like a lizard and like some sort of insect kind of a thing, but because it's scaly, but its shape is sort of like an insect. So that looked really cool. And they have this little battle where it kills the Rodian, it throws away the Tusken Raider, throws away Boba Fett, throws away the dog thing, and then it's going for the Tusken Raider kid. Boba Fett kills it, and then they come back with its head, and Boba Fett gets a drink. This guy just, out of respect, just like gives him a drink. So, Tusken Raiders guy. So, I thought it was a nice episode if you really step back and think about it. Like, when it started, I was like, wow, it's so awesome to actually see this. And then, if you step back and think about it, we got a little backstory on Boba Fett. And then we also got, like, Boba Fett doing his regular crime lord stuff. Which, not a whole bunch of stuff happened in this episode, but I still really enjoyed it. I was thinking, like, this is, the recent show that I've been going over is Hawkeye. I'm like, this is way better than Hawkeye already. And then you sort of step back and you think, huh. But this show is going to be pretty long. I think it's going to be 9 episodes. So we have a potential for, it to improve and stuff. But the really cool thing is we've already run out of, like, half the trailer footage. So I have no idea where this show is going in some places. So it's going to be interesting to see this, Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I want to know what you guys thought of this. I think people will like it, but maybe not as much as me, maybe more than me. I don't think people are going to absolutely hate it, but there might be some. So just leave your comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to Max Reviews. I'm Braden, this is Max Reviews, and we're getting towards the end of the year. So remember, we got a bunch of end of the year rankings coming out and stuff. So anyway, Happy New Year's stuff coming up. Braden out. That's it.